allow me to introduce The Favorite by Omar Rayyan. I absolutely love this painting, and I just ordered a print of this for my library. Omar specializes in fantasy, folklore, and fairy art. He intentionally painted this to mimic a European Old Master painting, but fills them with fantasy creatures and surreal humor. Like this, and this, and this. This fantastic piece was actually painted in 2010, believe it or not. And there is nothing quite like this. In this painting, he uses a technique called chiaroscuro. This imitates a technique that was used in Old World paintings from the 17th to 19th century. You can see this in several things here. The warm, soft illumination of the girl's face, the dramatic shadows on the creature, and overall fabulous light and dark contrast. For the brushwork, notice that these are smooth brushstrokes for the child and thick textured paint for her beast. A simple background, so the figures dominate the scene. All of this makes this seem like an old museum portrait. The twist here is that classical portraiture of noble children usually had them with their pets, dogs, cats, birds, etc. But he replaces the pet with a snarling, demon-like creature. The picture is painted like a royal portrait, but the monster is her pet. This is both a mixture of elegance and absurdity. Now, the beast here doesn't seem to be a specific creature, but it seems like it would be more of a chimera, which is multiple animals and multiple traits all in one. We have horns, reptilian skin, canine teeth, a dragon-like body, and clawed paws. Fantasy artists usually do this to make the creatures feel familiar but also ancient. One thing that's great about this is the girl's lack of fear. She holds this creature like it would be a dog or a cat or a favorite toy, and that's hilarious to me. The contrast of using children and fantasy creatures is both beautiful but unsettling. Children are innocence, imagination, and curiosity, while fantasy creatures are mysterious, mystical, and dangerous. I think calling it The Favorite adds its own level of humor because that would suggest that she has multiple of these beasts, and this one is her favorite. It turns the fantasy creature into something domestic and normal in her world. I love paintings like this because they're both storybook-like and also slightly eerie. A real conversation starter. By borrowing the visual language of classical art, the fantasy seems more believable. This was a wonderful suggestion. If anyone has any suggestions for me to interpret, I would be happy to do so.